so yesterday, much like many of you, I was greeted with the news that Nipsey Hussle had been shot originally. Later on, we would find out that he died. He was a 33-year-old black man who was doing positive things in his community. The thing that makes me the saddest, it's always sad when you lose a life. It's more sad when you start to see that life start to germinate and become something. Mm. And I won't ascribe it to black-on-black crime. I think crime is about proximity. I always have. But I think that we will notice in America that we seem to kill our tomorrows. Like everybody who's doing something seems to meet an unfortunate end. And you can never have a tomorrow when you keep killing your todays. He did the example, and you never know what would have happened, but it would sure have been nice to see this man evolve and start to become. The beautiful thing about people is that they start to become a thing, and when they get it, they really get it, and they take off. And sometimes people are here for so brief a time, but they're so impactful when they do it. I was watching people on the airlines crying, white men and women crying about a life they never knew. Even if they didn't know his music, you could tell from his spirit he was doing something. Yeah. I will not tell you what to ascribe it to. I don't know if he was planning a documentary and somebody was gonna, or if he was meeting with the police, or he was doing. I know this: he was a life, and all too unfortunately across this country, young men and young women are losing their lives for situations that should not happen.
But you know something, DL? The sadness of all of this is that we have gotten to the point with our value of life. See, we got to do something in our community to reconstruct the value of our lives to one another. We have got to start mattering more to one another,
and I think
than
you're
these
absolutely
issues.
What happens is, and this is what I wanted to say, there are men and women and boys and girls all over this country who will soon know this loss personally. Mm-hmm. And the only thing I can say to you is, I understand the fear, the confusion, the hate, the anger. I understand what comes. But if you can just wait a little longer. If you think he was something at 33, wait till you would have seen him at 45 and at 50 and 60. I wish that you would understand this. There are people out there. The only reason black churches exist right now primarily is because black women are in there praying for young boys and fathers and husbands and sons, praying on their knees for them. You are loved, you are appreciated, and the anger and emptiness you feel, if you hang on just a little longer, it'll go away, and you'll have a life you never even imagined. You cannot have a tomorrow if you keep killing our todays. You take the best of us. The very things you need, you could have already taken away. What if you killed somebody that was going to cure cancer? Or going to change your station in life? Or that was going to get a bank that would help black people? This man invested in his community. He didn't run away. He got killed in the very store he was had opened to help his community. Black men and black women, understand you are loved. You're not nothing. You're appreciated. You're not deviants. People love you. Just hold on a little longer, and we can stop this from happening.